Hey there, good friends and buddies of Bloons Tower Defense. Today we have some awesome-tastic action on the new map, which I did not even notice earlier. I don't even know how I didn't notice it. I was just kind of like, oh, 3 new maps. I got all excited and stuff, and then all of a sudden I looked over here and I was like, the pumpkin patch. There's a pumpkin patch. It's another beginner map. So before I start playing these advanced and expert maps, I better beat this one just to show you guys that I could still show my awesomeness and still beat these easy maps. So let's play on hard. And we're going to get NLL No Lives Lost today. I know for sure we can do that. It's not going to be a hard map at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a tack shooter. I'm also going to get a dart monkey. So let's get the dart monkey all the way down here. Put him right over in this general direction. And there we go. So just looking at the map, let's talk about the map really quick, just in case you guys are interested. I'll talk about that in just 1 second, but before I get there, I need to tell you guys that I will be doing 2 walkthroughs of each of these maps, just as a quick heads up. So if you want to watch the quick walkthrough, the one that's going to be about 10 minutes or so instead of the 25-30 minute walkthrough, click this link. When it will be done, it will have a nice little annotation that you guys can click on that. If it's not done yet, there's not going to be one. It's basically, excuse me, how it works. So now, just look at the level. What does it look like? It's basically the exact same level as Bloons Tower Defense Battles. I don't know if you guys have seen Bloons Tower Defense Battles yet and played that yet, but kind of an interesting map of Bloons Tower Defense Battles. We're definitely going to need one more tack shooter over, or I mean, one more dart monkey over here. So let's get that guy up. So now I have 2 dart monkeys up, and I think that's what we're going to rely on until level 10 or so when we get another banana farm. But in Bloons Tower Defense Battles, I mean, it's kind of weird to think that you fit a 1 map in Bloons Tower Defense 5 that turns into a double map in Bloons Tower Defense Battles. Like, they really crushed that guy down to almost nothing. They also swapped it. So they made it, instead, it's like kind of horizontal right now. They swapped it to make it vertical. That's basically what they did. But it's pretty much the exact same map. I don't think there's any differences, but just based on looking at it, I don't see any. There could be some differences. There could be maybe some little difference where, like, the balloons come in over there. I think that's pretty much the only thing that maybe could have happened. Anyways, do I like the map? I kind of do. I kind of like this map. It's kind of interesting because it's Halloween. It's Halloween-esque, and you got a nice little water section. You know, we've always been wanting those water sections because they always screw us over out of water sections in all these maps because there's only one water tower anyways. But I feel like it's just kind of nice to have water in maps. It's nice to have that freedom of using it if we want to use it. By the way, if I have to use any sort of road spikes today, I am willing to do that. I'd rather not use a bunch of set of road spikes, but if I have to, I will. I'm going to do it in No Lives Lost, and I'm going to try and get some sort of spike factory or something up pretty soon here. If I can get that spike factory up, I won't really have to worry about a lot of these things. So that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm probably going to get my spike factory. Pretty much rely on my spike factory for a lot of my popping power. I can go with a couple different things for popping power. But, yeah, we're probably going to have to use a set of road spikes right here. Oh, no, we don't. We don't have to use it at all. I was actually kind of surprised by that. By the way, I've actually heard that the dart monkeys are not shooting out little gray tacks. They're actually shooting out bones. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but, I mean, it makes sense. It's Halloween-esque. Make it bones. And it was kind of a tough level here. I think we're going to get the spike factory up in time, though. We need a little bit more money, and there's that spike factory. Put them right in the bottom here. I don't think balloons can leave anywhere else. I sure hope not, at least. But as you can tell, our spike factory is going to do all the cleanup action, and we're pretty much set. We can just spam the farms now. Get maybe a couple tack shooters in here, a couple tack shooter upgrades and stuff like that. In the meantime, if we need to, other than that, we'll be just fine. The way you guys know, the way I usually like to play is I usually like to get some sort of reasonable amount of popping power, get a farm by level 10, and then kind of intermix farms and a few towers just enough to survive. That's the basically what you want to do is just get just enough to survive, and that will increase your economy exponentially and make you own in the late game, which is what I love to do. I love owning in the late game. It just makes me feel so epic. I'm like, yeah, I'm so good at this game. Even if you have like a hard time in the beginning, by the time you get to the end, you don't even remember the beginning game. So you're like, oh man, I'm awesome at this game now. At least that's how I like to think about it. So my voice is still kind of not fantastic right now. As you guys probably know, I sure hope so by now, that I got my wisdom teeth out, and it's still healing, so it's pretty good overall. I mean, I'm kind of happy with it. I couldn't have asked. I couldn't have really had it go too much better than how it did. It's healing pretty fast. I haven't really had too much pain. It could have had 0 pain. That would have been awesome, but I don't think that's really possible. So, like I said, can't really complain. what I'm going to do is I don't even have a 2-0 tack shooter yet, so we should probably get that guy up. We got a 2-0 tack shooter. 2-0 tack shooters are much better than 1-0 tack shooters. So that's usually what I like to do. I like to get the 2-0 tack shooter. And then if I want to, I can get the tack sprayer. Those guys are pretty good as well. But instead of doing that, I think you usually have enough popping power, so instead I'll go with a glue gunner. I usually like to go with reasonably high glue gunners, 2-0 glue gunners, just to start off with. They're kind of expensive, but for level 20, they're so unbelievably effective. Watch this action right here. Just attack all those black balloons, completely destroy them. Even without any of those towers there, I would have easily destroyed all those guys. And then the good thing about glue gunner and tack and spike factory action together is that if you ever do miss with any sort of glue action, you always got the spike factory to clean up the rest. Unless lead balloons come. And then you can have a pretty big problem with those guys. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. Also, the reason why I kind of like going spike factors in the early game here is because they're good for camo balloons as well. You can survive with just one spike factory until level 37. All the camo balloons will get destroyed until level 37. Then level 42 is a little bit different. Then you got to plan a little bit differently than what you're used to. I could also get quite a few glue gunners here. I can get like more than one right now, but I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out until probably level 31. Level 31 is probably about the point when you need to start getting a little bit more. Also, level 27, you probably will be fine with just a 2-0 tack shooter, but to be safe, I would usually go with a 3-0 tack shooter. So that's what we're going to do right now. Be safe, get the 3-0 up. He's a lot of popping power here. You'd rather not have to waste a lot of road spikes and use them right next to your spike factory or something like that. And also, you have so much money that who the heck cares? You have all these banana farms. Make sure your defense is good enough so you don't have to look all silly and use a bunch of road spikes. I always fall for that. I'm always that guy that uses a bunch of sets of road spikes on all those stupid levels that I probably shouldn't be using them on. So anyways, we're going to get probably one more farm. We're going to stick with 4 farms today, and then just build massive amounts of attack towers. Yeah. So let's get this guy up. We'll get this guy up right here. We'll get him up, and level 31. Oh man, I thought that was level 28. Oh man, so we got a little bit of a problem here. 3-0 texture is going to be doing a decent job, but I hope those regrows don't regrow into too many regrow balloons. There's quite a few of them trying to get through there. That's the only real problem that I have. Oh my goodness, yep, I'm total fool right now. Should have used another glue gunner there, and I would have been okay, but I didn't do that. I did not glue those guys, and now I'm in a little bit of a predicament here. Let's get this guy up. Put them both on last, and now I'm okay. Yeah, kind of noob cake mistake right there. It happens. You make noob cake mistakes all the time. You know, I go a little bit too much economy here. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that. We're only on round 29, and then it's 31. No, we don't like that. But now we'll be okay. We got enough camo detection and stuff if we get a 1-0. And then I'm also, you know, like I said, I wanted to get that boat up pretty soon. So we'll get this guy up, and then we'll get the boat. That's going to be my main popping power. We'll try him out. I think I'm going to get some sort of cannon boat. I think the cannon boats. Actually, you know what? I can get 2 boats. Why the heck not? Let's get 2 boats. You can easily fit 2 boats in that little puddle right there. The little baby puddle. So let's get them up. Let's get 1 boat here. You could probably fit more than that, but I'm just going to go with 2. I'll get 1 of each boat. Those guys are usually pretty good together, because the cannon boat is good for grouped balloons. The other one's better for... He's good for grouped balloons too, but he's better for non-grouped balloons. So like I said, let's get these guys up. We're going to get 1, 2, and up to 3. Got a 3, and we're going to get him up to a 2. So we're going to get that, and also camo detection. That's why boats are good too. They're good for camo detection, level 37 and stuff like that. Help out my spike factory, so I don't have to get a bunch of upgrades for those. And then we're going to get a 2, 1, 2, and cannon boat action, 2, 3. It's going to be a little bit of time to save up for that guy. But after that, we're not even going to have to worry. We're going to beat ceramics. We're going to beat up to level probably 43 pretty darn easily with just these 2 boats. So let's check it out. I actually kind of want to test it. Can I beat level 43 with just these 2 boats without using any sets of road spikes? That would be amazing. And in the meantime, what I could do is just get a bunch of banana farms. Yeah, get that money. I like money. I like money so much. You guys have no idea how much I like money. Alright, so ceramics are going to be the true test to see if we're going to be able to beat level 43. Because if you can't beat just a few ceramics, you cannot beat multiple ceramics on level 43. And we're getting bank over here. So look at those ceramics. Got rocked. Super rocked. And I mean, they were glued, understandably, that whenever you glue anything, it's going to slow them down. I'm going to do some extra pops. So the glue did kind of help me out tremendously. And level 43, you don't always glue every single one of them because there's balloons coming in between them a little bit. Also, level 49 as well is kind of like that. But by that time, we'll have a lot more attack power. A lot more. And also, like I said, those camo balloons, pretty darn easy to pop. Pretty darn easy to pop. And here's the true test, level 43. Can we do it? Oh, yeah, look at that. Fantastic. They didn't even get halfway through the map. That's halfway right there. They didn't even get that far. I could go kind of crazy here, guys. I could go with 4 2 banana farms pretty soon. But, no, I'm going to stay away from that. I'm going to get some good, solid defense up today. So let's get that guy up. Let's put our Super Monkey, actually, right in this general location. We're actually going to put him over here. Actually, you know what? We're going to put him right here. Put them right there. I'm going to get 2 of them, actually. I'm just going to get 2 0-0 Super Monkeys for now. They're very cheap. They're only $3,500, which on hard is a little bit more expensive. They're $3,780. But they got buffed. They used to be $4,000, and now they're $3,500. So huge buff right there. And you know what the best thing is? If you get this upgrade right here, the Monkey Fort, that doubles all of their popping power. So I think just understanding that makes Super Monkey so unbelievably amazing. Just regular 0-0. In fact, it makes the worst upgrade to get for the Super Monkey the Laser Vision. It really does. Laser Vision is just a terrible upgrade now. You don't want to get it ever. You really don't. But now we have all this popping power. We have all this camo detection. I can start getting my farms up. Even level 50 will be fine. Even 49 will be totally fine. I mean, 2 Super Monkeys is actually a lot of popping power. It doesn't look like a lot because you're like, oh, I need the plasma to get any sort of popping power out of my towers. But no, wrong. Absolutely wrong. So we're going to do some awesome... What are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? I don't even know. I don't know. Well, yeah, we're saving up so we can get those banana farms. I think I really would like to be able to get these guys being cheaper, but I think I'm just going to have to say screw it just because I have to use two more monkey villages just to get them all down to the lower thing, which is, honestly, it's just not worth it to me. It's probably price efficient, but I'd rather not have to deal with that. Very close over there on level 49. Kind of surprising. I thought I was going to do a little bit more popping with those super monkeys. But then again, they think about it. Usually, what do you use for mostly your popping power? 3-0 cannons, 2-3 boomerangs. What do I have today? None of those guys. So definitely a weird strategy that you guys probably don't see from me very often at all. But we're going to have to get a little bit more popping power out of my towers now. So what do I want to do? How about a mortar? Mortars are just plain amazing for extra popping power. We're going to actually put them right here. Get a 2-2 mortar. And we can save up for 1 more of these 4-2 banana farms. Because all you need to do is use Bernie stuff on any sort of regular balloons, and the Bernie stuff just helps out. It's kind of like an extra set of glue. So if you have glue and Bernie stuff on something, oh my goodness, it's amazing, guys. It is amazing. But we're getting to the point where our Super Monkeys are not able to do enough Moab popping power. So we're going to have to change that up a little bit. I mean, we're on a kind of hard level here, level 53. Level 54 is even tougher than this. So let's start getting those plasmas up. Laser Vision isn't, like I said, it's not negative upgrades. It's just not a super good upgrade. You'd much rather get the Plasma Vision. Plasma Vision is obviously the best Super Monkey upgrades you can get. Or Plasma Robos, for that matter. But definitely not bad to go with Laser Visions, especially if you're saving up for the Plasmas. But 2 Super Monkeys, much better than getting 1 Super Monkey with Laser Vision. For show. I don't know, to me it just it makes so much sense to say that and to do that, and to other people it might not be quite so obvious. They're just like, oh, Laser Vision, it just gets extra popping power. Also, I kind of have not really been getting all of the banana farm things. Kind of a sad thing, but I've been kind of slacking on that. Kind of slacking. Alright, I can get 1 more of these guys. Let's get them all 4 of them up. We're on a beginner map. We can take care of these guys. I got a plasma already. I think the next hard level is going to be level 60 anyways. Other than that, I should be totally fine. I actually do have to get my camo detection up, though. Don't forget about that, because I do have enough camo detection, technically. I have some camo detection because I have my 2 boats there. My 1 boat is good for the lead popping power, and the other boat's just going to be some extra camo popping power as well. But it's not quite enough. It's not 100% efficient. Also, you got to make sure you got something else up for level like 78 and stuff like that. A couple of those levels can be huge mega problems. In fact, I really hate when I mess up on level 78 and all of a sudden I realize ceramic camo balloons come on through your defense, and you just hate that. You just hate that so much. So here we go, we're going to get all the way up to a Roboplasma. I'm actually going to leave him on first now. I like to do that with my Super Monkeys. I usually leave my Super Monkeys on strong for Moab Popping Power, and then all of a sudden I move them over to first. And that's just to make sure no balloons get through. I also have quite a bit of money now. What do I want to do with all my money? Well, just to be safe, the Spectre is always a good bet. You can always go with the Spectre in the back here. He pretty much is your all-powerful balloon popping power. And if you're going to get the 4-0, you better get the 4-2. A lot of those upgrades are kind of silly like that, where you're just like, oh yeah, I got it. I got the camo detection and everything. I got my Spectre up. And then all of a sudden you forget. And then guess what? All those balloons just run right through your defense. And you feel very, very upset. But we can get this all the way up to 3. We're also going to get all the way up to 4. Going to get up to a 4-2 Monkey Village. Get it up all the way. Now, I kind of have a weird defense right now. I mean, just look at it. It's just kind of piled up right in the middle there. But the reason why I'm doing that is because, obviously, these towers can hit pretty much anywhere on the entire map just because the range is so gigantic on these Super Monkeys and stuff. And plus, you can't even really move the boats anyways. But we can still get some more Moab Popping Power, so let's do that. Let's just get massive amounts of Moab Popping Power right here. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go 7, 8, 9, 10. I know the monkey villages are overlapping a little bit, but that's okay. And we'll go with 12 of them. We're going to upgrade all of these up to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I know I'm counting these out. That's just so I don't mess it up. Oh, look at that. See what I did? I messed it up because I didn't count it up. It's hard to multitask. You guys might not realize it, but if you guys have ever commentated a video or tried to do something like this, it's very, very tough to multitask, especially in BTD battles and stuff like that. I feel like me just commentating while I play really limits my ability. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to be like, oh, Chris, I'm the best player ever, and I have to do all these hard things that makes it even harder for me to keep my good record. Now, I'm not trying to be all prissy like that. I'm just saying, yeah, it is a little bit tougher than a lot of people think. A lot of people don't give you enough credit. Some people that have actually tried to commentate videos and do stuff like that on Balloon Star Defense battles, then they start to realize, holy crap, this is tough. I feel like I'm a worse player when I commentate, but people like live commentaries. So multitasking, it's a tough thing to do. You get used to it after a while, but you can never just be perfect at it. You always are distracted. And also another thing is that you're not just trying to talk. You're not just trying to play the game. You're trying to think of strategic ways to beat people and think of different ways to survive. And it's more difficult than it might seem. But I'm done with my random rant. Let's get over here to some more BTD5 action. We can get all these guys up to assassins just because we can. We have so much money here. People really like to give me. People really don't like when I get the temples sometimes because they're like, Chris, it gets boring after you get a temple. So that's why I actually don't get the temples anymore. I could easily afford a temple if I wanted to. I could sell these guys. They're all $21,000. Sell all these guys. These guys are all $5,000 each. Or I didn't even have to buy them in the first place if I didn't want to. Or could even sacrifice them to my monkey temple anyways. But yeah, let's get an even better defense up. Let's get, what else could we use? And I really don't have any Arctic Winds or anything yet. So let's get a couple of Arctic Winds over here. Kind of split them up a little bit. 2 of those. Also, some towers that I kind of like are big ones. So we'll get a couple of big ones over here. We'll get one right there. Right next to my ice towers. Put one there and also put one right here. I know the big ones actually do make me lag a little bit, but overall it actually does kind of make it look cool as well. I think just looking at that, it's kind of fun looking. I could get a lot of other weird towers. For example, you have so many straight lines in this map that I feel like Juggernauts might actually be somewhat effective, or anything that shoots down straight lines like Dartling guns. Dartling guns can actually be kind of effective, or high-level Dartling guns. A 4-2 Dartling gun might actually be kind of useful on this map. Kind of, but in real gameplay action, how often do you spend $60,000 on a Dartling gun just to actually survive? You don't. You just plain don't. You usually get a Super Monkey or something like that instead. Usually, if you're going to use those Dartling guns, you're going to use them for some sort of crazy late game stuff. At least I think. Actually, I accidentally bought a Technological Terror. Not a terrible thing that I bought him, but I didn't try to do it. Getting pretty darn far here. Level 76 already. Nice quick levels. Level 77 is a little bit harder than that. And then the only real level that I'm kind of get worried about is level 78. I don't know why. I just always have problems with level 78 for whatever reason. For whatever reason. So we'll get this guy up to 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't know. I'm just kind of getting random upgrades. It kind of looks cool there. It's kind of cool over there. Got my MIB bacon, my bacon of Moab Mullahs. What else could we get? How about one of these guys? One of these guys, we can get him upgraded all the way up to 4-2. Now, these are not all pertinent upgrades. Obviously, I think we pretty much have an understanding that we're going to win this game. I think. If I lose this game, I'm going to be very upset. But yeah. Like I said, this is the only real hard level that I've ever actually pretty much had. Is those camo balloons. Those stupid camo balloons. Always mega problems for me. Worst case scenario, use my technological terror ability. I also got the Spectre there. So usually when you have the Spectre, it's not a huge problem. But like I said, this is what happened to me the one game a little while ago. I actually just bought a couple big ones, and I bought some technological terrors, and I bought some other stuff, and I only had 2 of them in the range of the Monkey Village. Or not technological terrors, just plasma robos. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh man, those looks like some camo balloons are kind of getting far. And then guess what happened? The camo balloons just ran right through my defense. I was very surprised. My Arctic Wind was not in the range of the camo detection. This one was not in the range of the camo detection. My cannons were not in the range of the camo detection. The only thing that was the plasmas. And I didn't have a Spectre. I always get a Spectre. For whatever reason, though, I did not get a Spectre that game. And it made me so angry. You know what it means to get to level 78 and then just lose? It's terrible. You just wasted 30 minutes of your time, or not, if not more. Because the game, if you're playing kind of slow and it's a hard map or something like that, it can take you almost an hour to beat one of those guys. So it's a very time-consuming game sometimes, especially when you want to go back here and do those guys. Alright. Alrighty. So, what else could we do? Nothing too crazy. I mean, we could go crazy amount of banana banks and stuff like that and go into late game action, but we're not going to do that. We're going to just play the nice, quick 20-something minute walkthrough. It should take right around 24 minutes to beat this entire thing, which is not bad at all, especially because the first, 3 minutes of the game I wasn't even really playing yet. I was kind of just talking. I think it was that long, or maybe I started faster than I thought. I thought I was just talking about Bloomstar Defense battles. I got some rants and stuff like that, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't get so crazy with it. Another technological terror. If you notice, the technological terrors just get so freaking gigantic. It's like plasma robos are kind of big, and then technological terrors are just like, oh my god, huge mungus. Also, kind of a cool thing, we could just go, bam, upgrade that guy, and they shoot even faster and stuff. Make it a nice, easy level 84, I hope. I think so. I can also I'm just going to spam the Moab Assassin ability on level 85, just to see what happens to this, oh my god. I want to see how fast I can actually kill it. Maybe I can beat it so fast that I don't even see this oh my god at all. Let's try it. How fast can we pop it? And look at that, we're down to Moab. So yeah, I didn't even see this oh my god. I don't even think I seen any BFBs. I think I just saw a couple Moabs. We popped him actually right there. Crazy delicious. Pumpkin Patch Gold. Yes, we did it on hard. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please press that little like button if you liked it. If you haven't subscribed yet, oh my goodness, go and do that because I have a bunch of crazy awesome content. And have a great day.